Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well. Today, if you didn't catch the watch along I done earlier on, we done a neutral watch along, watching Tottenham versus Manchester City. What a cracking game that turned out to be, eh? First half was flat, second half all guns blazing, and somehow Manchester City have lost. Spurs have beaten Man City 1-0 at Spurs, so they were playing at home, and I can't believe that Man City look as flat, as dead as they do. They had nothing. They had absolutely nothing. I'm not going to give a match review on that, but what I am going to say is it looks like Thomas Tuchel's Chelsea might have put the final nail in the coffin in this Man City team, because my God, since they lost to us in the Champions League final, they have not found their feet. They have not found it at all. Maybe we are responsible for that. We'll see what happens this season. But anyway, Man City in the mud. We are going to be talking about Tammy Abraham today, and as well as that, I'm going to answer some of your questions that you have brought to me in regards to Kounde, and whether I think that's a good or a bad thing, or if it should happen because of Chalobah's appearances for us in the last couple of games, where he has been man of the match for pretty much both of them and done unbelievable. So, before we get into that, I want to let you guys know my fantasy league is in the description below. Click on that link, you can join the fantasy league. Yes, we've passed match day 1, unfortunately, so if you haven't joined already, you will be a bit late, but better late than never. There's 36 games to go, so you might as well hit it. Link in the description. Join the YTF League and enjoy. Now, let's get into it. Tammy Abraham. Tammy Abraham was on the bench for yesterday's game. Didn't come on, but after the game, he did give a little lap of honour for himself, if I'm, not misquoting here. But he went onto the pitch after, shaking hands with everyone, and he alone went around and gave a goodbye to the fans. He managed to give a little wave to everyone as he walked around the pitch for what is the final time as a Chelsea player. Today, we have final confirmation of what has happened. He has flown to Rome. He has been received. I'm going to show you what happened when he landed, but here's the latest. Sky Sports telling us Tammy Abraham, Chelsea striker, completes medical ahead of £34 million transfer to Roma. And we're going to get into all the little details and the nitty-gritty from Di Marzio and from everyone else, but my overall thoughts is this is a good thing. This is a good thing. And judging by the reaction of the Roma fans, it looks like they think it's a good thing too. Anyway, let's get into the detail. Here's Di Marzio telling us the latest in regards to Tammy Abraham this evening. So, he says the latest on Abraham: medical visits finished. Trigoria direction for the Englishman who will sign his new contract with Roma. Basically, Trigoria is the training ground. So for those of you that don't understand the translation, basically he's saying he's off to the training ground to sign his deal. I hope my Italian isn't bad, but anyway, thanks Google Translate for that. Let's get into the detail in terms of what is now happening after his medical and what's actually going to go down, because there's a little bit of a twist here in regards to Tammy. He's not going to be staying in Rome. Check this out. Tammy Abraham has passed Roma medical on his way to Roma Trigoria HQ to sign his contract. He's flying back to London later because as a non-EU citizen, he needs a visa to work in Italy. There's no need to quarantine because he was in Italy for work reasons for less than 120 hours. There's the reaction that I'm going to play to you now, and this is going to be very interesting. So, pay attention. Here it is. Here's the reception Tammy Abraham got when he landed in Rome. And there we are. So that's Tammy Abraham. That's Tammy Abraham in Rome. What a great reception he got. What a great reception he got there. Unreal. I mean, I didn't expect that. I thought he'd land. There might be a few people, get into a cab, get into a driver's car, you know, whoever's picking him up, a private car. Boom, boom, go to the training ground, it's done. He came out and there were fans there waiting. Nice reception, songs, you know, full of love, full of welcomes, all sorts. And you could see the smile on his face. You could see he's buzzing. And I'm very happy for him. You know, here's the thing with Tammy. I've been critical of Tammy. I've been very critical of Tammy on this channel, especially this season. Last season, not so much. This season, yes. And I think with Tammy, it's more of a case of right club, wrong time. You know, we all want to see him succeed. He's a Chelsea Academy graduate. He's someone that's come through the system. He came through with Mason, with Reece, with Callum Hudson-Odoi, with all these guys. That, you know, they rose through the system together. And you see guys that are making it, and then you see someone like Tammy who isn't. And you want him to succeed, especially when he was under Lampard. And he did bang in a few goals, and fair play to him. But now we are at a level where there's no learning anymore, especially when it comes to our striker situation. In midfield and all of that, you can experiment and you can, you know, add a little bit of time. But as a striker, we need a striker. We need a talisman, someone who's going to be up top and bury these chances. There's no hanging about. Especially now as champions of Europe, the standard is set even higher than what it was under Frank Lampard. We are going for the Premier League title. Based on Man City's performance today, I think it's pretty safe to say that we are in the running for winning the title. You know, so we have to be playing at the highest level, at the highest standard. And Tammy, for me, isn't there. He's not there. Is there potential? Absolutely. But for me, as a striker, he needs, I think, a couple of things. Firstly, he needs to be more agile, more light on his feet, more quick on his toes, because I feel like sometimes he's heavy-footed. Sometimes he's, you know, very, I don't want to say clumsy, that's not the word, but he can be slow in his decision-making after he gets the ball. That's another thing. He needs to be quick. And now I think with Premier League experience, now I think with that in his locker, going to somewhere like Italy, where Serie A is slower than the Premier League, where he has a good build, and I think that he can, you know, as long as he works on that a little bit, he can use that to his advantage. I think under Jose Mourinho as well, you have someone that will know exactly. Jose's very eager. Here's the thing. This is where I'm caught by surprise here. Jose wants him. You can see, like, if not, we wouldn't have heard of a phone call. We wouldn't have seen Roma's, you know, attachment and them sending someone to London to get this deal done. Like, you can just tell Jose wants Tammy. And there has to be a reason. There has to be a reason here. Jose, I think, in his head has a blueprint ready for Tammy and will know exactly how to use him. In his head, he probably knows exactly how Tammy's going to fit. So I'm honestly looking forward to seeing what Tammy's going to do. He's still very young. He's still young. I mean, he's 23, turning 24 if I'm not mistaken. So he's still got a few years before he hits his prime. Now's the time to be hitting your prime, though. Now is where it begins. And I don't think at Chelsea you're going to be getting that, especially with Lukaku walking through the door. So, again, right place, Chelsea. We want him to succeed. Wrong time. Lukaku's here now. Our standard is high. We need strikers that are going to be killing it. Tammy's not quite there yet. It's the wrong time. So, now, where do Chelsea fit in this? He's gone to Roma. This is where I'm saying it's not a goodbye. It's possibly just a see you later. And I'll explain why. Because in terms of the deal itself, let's get into the detail. Here's Fabrizio Romano telling us of what the deal is between Chelsea and Roma for Tammy Abraham. Chelsea will include a buyback clause in the agreement with AS Roma for Tammy Abraham, confirmed by Di Marzio. The details are, Chelsea will have a buyback clause for 80 million euros, valid since June 2023 and not from next summer. So, what does this mean for Chelsea Football Club now? As he said, from 2023, the buyback clause will be triggered, will be activated. Let's not say triggered, it will be activated. That means if Chelsea want to go back in for Tammy Abraham, they have to wait until 2023. Now, if they decide to go back in for Tammy Abraham, from 2023 onwards, no expiration date, any transfer window, we get first option. We get first option to go back in, and he's ours for £68 million. Now, depending on, you know, inflation and currency exchange and all of that, if the pound gets stronger against the euro, then that will increase. If the pound gets weaker, No, sorry, the other way around. My economics has gone through the window here. But anyway, depending on what the pound does against the euro, that 68 million can either increase or decrease. You know, simple as that. If the euro gets stronger, that will get tighter. If the euro gets weaker, then we save more money. So let's hope the euro gets weaker and we can save more money. Hopefully 80 million euros in 2025 will be 40 million quid. Why not? It won't, but why not? Anyway, because that helps us. Financially, that helps us. 68 million pounds, let's put it at 68 million pounds, from 2023 onwards, is absolutely worth it. Why? We've sold him for 40 million euros, which is 34 million pounds, right? In 3, 4, 5 years' time, if Tammy's killed it, if Tammy in Italy is regarded as the best striker in the country, he's scoring 30 goals a season, Mourinho's turned him into a machine. Well, Chelsea can just go, okay, okay, Roma, yeah, we'd like to trigger that clause, please. 68 million, thank you very much. Job done. Job done. We would then be sending them back 34 million that we initially got for him, plus the rest, plus add another 34 million on top. And boom, we've got Tammy back. And that will coincide perfectly with Lukaku, whose 5-year deal runs out in 2026. And he'll be 33 years old in 2026. So we might just see the transition from Lukaku back to Tammy Abraham after Lukaku's contract is up. Can it happen? It can, but it's up to Tammy. This is where I'm going to say now. It could be a goodbye or it could be a see you later. If it's a goodbye, it's because Tammy's not proven himself in Italy. It's because he's not played very well. It's because he's not hit the standards we all want him to hit. And then Chelsea will just be like, you know what? We've got the money, cool. All right, we don't need to get him back. If he kills it, Chelsea can just go back and get him. So he'll be back at the bridge when the time is right. Just like it is for Lukaku right now. So this could end up being a story that is to be continued. It could be. We'll see what happens. But honestly, under Mourinho at Roma, I wish Tammy the best. I hope Tammy succeeds. I hope he goes out there. He reps himself. He reps us as a Chelsea boy, right? Goes out there and kills it. Fingers crossed, he absolutely destroys Serie A. He works with Mourinho, listens to him, does exactly what he wants him to do. But he's a top professional as we know he is. And Mourinho hopefully can get the best out of him. And then send him back to us. Cheers, Uncle Jose. But honestly, in terms of Tammy, good luck in Roma. We all wish you the best. We love you and good luck. Smash it, smash it, smash it. Let me know what you think in the comment section below in regards to Tammy Abraham. Now, before I end, I want to answer a little question about Kounde because we saw Chalobah absolutely kill it yesterday. And in my match review, I done a little joke, you know, where, oh yeah, Sevilla, sorry, the deal's off, right? Let's be realistic, let's be honest. If Zuma leaves, I want Kounde. Simple. But that's if Zuma leaves. If Zuma stays, there might not be a reason to get Kounde in. There just isn't. Now, bringing Kounde in is definitely a brilliant transfer. You know, 22 years old, one of the hottest defenders in world football, for sure. It would be a fantastic deal to get done. But is it necessary? Would he play? That's the thing. Would he play? Now, the one thing that we got to pay attention to is Thiago Silva. And the fact that his contract next season could be done. Like, you know, that's it. He's hitting that age. It might be his last season. You never know. Okay, it could be. We might have to transition from that. There's Christensen there. Is his future secure? Is he going to be staying? Kounde might just come in and honestly might just be the filler and could be the option that we go to in order to get that transition going. It could be. But I would take Kounde. Right now, Chalobah, though, is making it hard. And if Zuma does leave, we definitely should bring in Kounde. If he doesn't, it could be overstacked. It could be overstacked. But looking into the season after, so from next season onwards, it could be a good thing to have Kounde in the squad. Anyway, we'll see what happens. But I'm sure Chelsea will be making a decision this transfer window. If you're having to ask me and what I think is going to happen, I think Zuma will go. I think we've seen the last of Zuma. And Kounde will come in. That's my honest prediction. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what goes down. But there we are. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know in the comment section below all of your thoughts in regards to Tammy, in regards to Kounde. I'd love to hear it. Hit the subscribe button if you are new. Hit that notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Smash the like button if you've enjoyed this. And I'll see all of you tomorrow for some brand new content. I'll see all of you then. Have a good one. Look after yourselves. Take care. And peace.